put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one taken in by Burton. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Seahawks first down. The tight end Fant in motion. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Jermaine Burton. Touchdown, Seattle. That his first touchdown this year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first, now in his 4th NFL campaign.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as a result of him being your quarterback.
At the 36-yard line.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Got him in open downfield on the crossing route. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
I don't mind the play call, Mike. We've seen him on this possession have a lot of success through the air. So now you try to change it up and think the defense is selling out to stop the pass. Just try to sneak a draw in there. Not much luck. They're able to take him down for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Tight end motioning left. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The extra point is good. And the Oilers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Oilers offense ready to take over for their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This is taken at his own 30. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. 2nd and a yard. On the give, this is Taylor. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Metcalf hauls in that one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. The tight end Fant in motion. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. And the Seahawks first down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the right side for Burton. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. They'll look to throw again. That one taken in by Burton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The tight end Fant in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. This one complete to his tight end Fant. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Back to the air one more time. First down throw there is incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. The worst case scenario is you turn the ball over, and you come away with nothing.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown Seahawks.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Oilers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He has run the ball well to this point in the season, right there amongst the NFL leaders in rushing. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And not a whole lot going to come from that one. Go to about the 39. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Third down and 9 yards to go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The Seahawks offense and Brandon Ayuk ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw. This one complete to Burton. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. The tight end Fant in motion. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
A run with Taylor. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He'll check this one down to Taylor. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. Here comes the blitz. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, Quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite him right here.
The Seahawks offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll look to throw. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. And out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Seahawks are out in front. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the Bucs who were able to get the victory at home. Drake May, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check in on the Commanders at home in Landover. And they were losers in that one to the visiting L.A. Chargers. Joe Burrow, terrific in the win, as his guys up their mark to 7-4 with the victory. Let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Niners have already clinched a losing mark, but they are able to come up with their second win on the year. Two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Oilers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with first and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's second and 3 to go. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to the air once more on second down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down for Houston. Now a give on the ground. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Oilers are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. This one complete to Burton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd down, 3 to go. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. A pickup there of 13. First down, Seattle.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Jermaine Burton, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down. They're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front.
And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They Trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down for Houston.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks 38-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing for that ball accurately as his head comes around. If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense...
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Oilers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point is up and through. And the Oilers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll toss this right side to Taylor. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. There's that man again. Another catch. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3.
On the Seahawks 46-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. On the handoff, it's Taylor. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again here with Taylor. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. The tight end Fant in motion. And that is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here. Manage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Metcalf, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And a Seahawks first down.
One of the tight ends motions right. They'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. He'll try and get there on the ground. The Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. Here comes the blitz as he looks. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. Nice run here on second down inside the 5 with more options now available for 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Just a tremendous finish to what's been a tremendous game, Mike. I mean, not only do they get that late touchdown here in the final stages, but here with time winding down, they're an extra point away from taking the lead and likely coming away with a big victory.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The home team's offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. Here is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the 1st down, so we'll have 3rd down coming up. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.